Have you ever felt like there's another version of you waiting on the other side of your excuses? A version that doesn't hit snooze, doesn't wait for motivation, doesn't break promises to himself. The truth is, that person already exists. The only thing standing between you and him is discipline. Not motivation, not talent, discipline. Most people think discipline is about waking up early, eating healthy, or sticking to a routine. Those things matter, but real discipline goes deeper. It's the ability to act when you don't feel like acting, to move when every part of you wants to stay still, to keep your word when nobody is watching. And that's where most people lose. They wait until they feel inspired. They wait for the perfect mood. They wait for tomorrow. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. The disciplined person understands something powerful. Feelings are temporary, standards are permanent. If you only work when you're motivated, you'll always be controlled by your emotions. But when you learn to act regardless of how you feel, you become unstoppable. The first step is silence. Stop announcing your goals. Stop posting every plan before you've executed it. Most people want the applause before they've earned the results. Real growth happens in private. Build quietly. Improve quietly. Let your results make the noise. Imagine disappearing for 6 months. No excuses, no drama, no constant updates. Just focused work, training, learning, building. When you return, people won't need an explanation. They'll see the difference. The next step is mastering your emotions. Discipline doesn't mean you never feel tired. It doesn't mean you never feel discouraged. It means you don't let those feelings make your decisions. Everyone feels resistance. Everyone feels fear. Everyone feels doubt. The difference is that disciplined people move anyway. When the alarm rings, get up. When the work gets hard, continue. When progress feels slow, stay consistent. Success isn't built in moments of motivation. It's built in moments of resistance. And then comes something most people avoid: solitude. We live in a world full of noise, notifications, messages, entertainment, constant distractions. Many people can't sit alone with their thoughts for 10 minutes. But growth requires space. Space to think. Space to reflect. Space to focus. Some of your biggest breakthroughs will happen when nobody is around. Not because you're lonely, but because you're finally listening to yourself instead of everyone else. Another secret of discipline is becoming less reactive. Most people are controlled by circumstances. A bad comment ruins their day. A setback kills their momentum. A failure makes them quit. But disciplined people respond differently. They pause. They adapt. They keep moving. Their consistency doesn't depend on perfect conditions. And that's what makes them powerful. Because life can throw obstacles at them, but it can't stop them. The final level of discipline is raising your standards. Not your goals. Your standards. Goals are what you want. Standards are what you're willing to accept. If your standards are low, you'll always find excuses. If your standards are high, excuses become unacceptable. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop settling. You stop saying maybe tomorrow. You start acting like the person you want to become. And here's the truth nobody talks about. Growth requires letting go of an old version of yourself. The version that procrastinates. The version that seeks comfort. The version that keeps waiting for the perfect moment. That version has to go. Because your future cannot be built by the habits that created your current situation. A new life requires a new identity, a stronger mindset, a higher standard, a greater level of responsibility. The reward isn't just success, it's freedom. Freedom from self-doubt, freedom from inconsistency, freedom from being controlled by your impulses. When you develop true discipline, you trust yourself. And once you trust yourself, everything changes. You stop wondering whether you'll follow through. You know you will. So ask yourself, Will you continue choosing comfort, or will you choose growth? Will you keep waiting, or will you start today? Because the future version of you is watching, and every decision you make is either bringing him closer or pushing him further away. The choice is yours.